Thank you, Rich.
The 2021 Strasburg Express are on the air. From First Bank Park in Strasburg, Virginia, it is the 2021 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League. Good evening, everyone. I'm Kyle Gutshaw. Glad to be with you here tonight. We've got another good one on our hands with two teams that just met a couple days ago. It's the 10-7 Newmarket Rebels and the 11-4 Strasburg Express. The Newmarket Rebels come in on a 7-game winning streak, and they are up to third place in the North Division, trailing just Strasburg and Woodstock. For the Express, coming off of a win last night at Purcellville 13-1, and they're going to look to get back in the win column here tonight after losing to the Rebels the other day in a tightly contested ball game by a final score of 9-6. On the mound tonight for the Strasburg Express from Wake Forest, it is Rhett Lauder. Lauder, will get the ball and get things started off here tonight against the Newmarket Rebels lineup. Leading off and playing second base is Jacob Starling. Batting second, the left fielder Kyle Jackson. Batting third and playing center, it's Tyler Robertson. Batting fourth, the right fielder Jackson Lancaster. Batting fifth, the designated hitter James Bell. Batting sixth, Paul Windland Jr., the third baseman. Batting seventh, Cameron Dean, the shortstop. Batting eighth and playing first, Juan Carlos Navarro. And batting ninth and catching, James Voldivia.
Leading off for the Rebels in the top of the first from East Carolina, second baseman, number 10, Jacob Starling.
So we're about ready to start this ball game off here tonight. Again, Rhett Lauder on the mound, 6'2", righty, 185 pounds from Wake Forest University, and he is from Albemarle, North Carolina. Ready to start this ball game here tonight on a beautiful night at the ballpark. Little breeze, not too hot, and the first pitch is down low for a ball at 7:02 to the leadoff hitter Jacob Starling. Starling batting .384 on the season, 10 for 26. Does have a home run and 6 RBIs. Pitch right down the middle. It's 1-1. Rhett Lauder on the year, 3 innings, 6 strikeouts, and no ERA. Here's the pitch. And that's a called strike. I should say a 0 ERA because he has thrown. So, yes, a 0 ERA for Rhett Lauder. Jacob Starling behind in the count, 1-2. Here it comes. At the knees, called strike 3 looking, and Jacob Starling goes down looking for the first out of the ball game.
From Kent State University, number 5, Kyle Jackson.
So 1 up, 1 down here in the first, and let me just remind you how it went last time these two teams played. It was 2 up, 2 down, and then the Rebels got it going. A lot of 2-out magic, 3 in the first, 3 in the second. They added on later in the game with home runs. Here's the pitch to Kyle Jackson, the left fielder, batting .288, 17 for 59, with a home run and 6 RBIs. 0-1, Rhett Lauder's pitch, and that skips to the plate. Kyle Jackson, 6'3" lefty from Kent State, and he is from Bowling Green, Ohio. Defense tonight behind the pitcher, Rhett Lauder. In left field, it's Ferry. Center field, Brown. And in right field, it's Toth. Here's the 1-1 from Lauder. Swing and a foul back, 1-2. At third, Galaney. Shortstop, McCroskey. Second base, McKinley. First base, Irvin. Behind the plate, it's Crawford. And again, Rhett Lauder on the mound. 7 pitches so far for Rhett through a third of an inning. 5 strikes, 2 balls. Looks in from the windup, the 1-2. Fastball up high, 2-2. Two swing and a miss. Pitch gets past Crawford to the backstop. Throw to first in time. Good play there, right on the money. as Jackson nearly hustled it out. So it'll go down as a strikeout and a drop third strike, 2-3 put out for the second out of the inning. So 2 outs, and here's Tyler Robertson, the center fielder. Robertson stepping in here. Nobody on it. 2 outs, and he takes a curveball for a strike. It's 0-1. Robertson from the University of Louisiana Lafayette. 6'4", righty, 200 pounds. He's batting .302, a home run and 13 RBIs. Swinging a ground ball back to the mound. Louder sets his feet, throws, and the top of the first is in the books. A strikeout with a drop third, and a ground out back to the pitcher, and the Newmarket Rebels go down 1-2-3 in the top of the first. Again, thanks for joining us here on tonight's broadcast of Valley Baseball League action with Strasburg and Newmarket. We go to the bottom of the first. We'll be back after this. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the first. On the mound tonight for the Newmarket Rebels from Lenoir-Rhyne University and Denver, North Carolina. It's 5'11" lefty Joe Cobb. Cobb on the mound tonight for the Rebels, and he will face this Strasburg Express lineup. Leading off and playing shortstop, it's Mac McCroskey. Batting second and playing left, it's Chad Ferry. Batting third and playing third, it's Ryan Galaney. Batting fourth, the center fielder, Brayton Brown. Batting fifth and playing second base is Trip McKinley. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, Nate LaRue. Batting eighth and doing the catching tonight for the Express, it is Graham Crawford. And batting ninth and playing first, it's Cam Irvin. Defense tonight behind the starting pitcher, Cobb. In left field, it's Jackson. Center, it's Robertson, and Lancaster's in right. Windland Jr. at short. Windland Jr. at third. Dean at short. Starling at second. Navarro at first. And Voldivia is behind the plate. Cobb is done with his warm-up pitches, and we're about ready to rock and roll here in the bottom of the first. Strasburg coming up in a 0-0 ball game. There is already a final score around the Valley League, and you may be wondering, well, how's that true? Well, there was a doubleheader in Woodstock tonight between the River Bandits and Royals. Woodstock beat them 1-0 in 1 hour and 31 minutes. Compare that to Woodstock's doubleheader last week, where they beat Stanton in 7 innings, and the game lasted over 3 hours for a 7-inning game. So they'll play again at 7:15-ish, as the first pitch from the lefty Cobb is right down the middle. It's 0-1. Covington's at Charlottesville tonight. The Percival Cannons are at the Front Royal Cardinals. And then Stanton is at Harrisonburg. 0-1 to McCroskey, and he takes a fastball outside. It is 1-1. Cobb on the season, 9 1/3 innings pitched, 12 strikeouts, and a 6.75 ERA. Trying to get off on the right foot here tonight. 1-1 the pitch. That's down low, 2-1. Mac McCroskey, the batter. And he swings and misses, 2-2. McCroskey, 6'1" righty from Oral Roberts University, and he is from Springsdale, Arizona. Sorry, Arkansas. My apologies. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kicking the pitch. McCroskey pops up a breaking ball, first base side towards the Rebels dugout, and it's out of play. Still 2-2.
Please return all foul balls to the train station. In exchange, they will give you a free spot.
Valley Baseball League standings in the north. Strasburg leading Woodstock. Strasburg is 11-4. They're only winning by winning percentage though, as Woodstock's technically tied with them at 12-5. Then Newmarket at 10-7. In the final playoff spot, Winchester 7-6. 2-2 to McCroskey, swung on and missed, waved right through it. And that's the first out here in the bottom of the first.
Number 33, Chad Ferry.
Then we've got the Front Royal Cardinals. They're in fifth. They're 6-10. And then the Purcellville Cannons, they are 3-12. They're in last. In the south, Charlottesville first at 10-5. Second, Harrisonburg at 7-6. Third, Waynesboro 8-8. And fourth in the final playoff position is Stanton, 5 games under 500 at 6-11. Last place, Covington, who is 4-10, only a half game out of the playoffs in the south. Pitch way inside to Ferry. And if you haven't noticed, uneven amount of teams in the league. So in the north, 1 extra team. So that means 2 don't make it. In the south, 1 less team. So all teams but 1 make it in the south. Ferry fouls one back. He got a good hack at that. It's 1-1. So it's still obviously early in the season, but want to get off to a good start. And a couple teams struggling out of the gates. Purcellville trying to get it going. Covington also. I have to say, though, Covington, when they played here, just a couple mistakes costed them. They played pretty decent. Pitch to Ferry's a called strike, 1-2. Hello to everybody joining in here tonight, Facebook and YouTube. 1-2. Fastball at the knees, and Ferry's down on strikes. Top of the first and bottom of the first begin with 2 strikeouts.
Third baseman from Wofford College, number 28, Ryan Delaney.
I do want to make a correction. In the top of the first, it was not on the strikeout, and the ball that got past the catcher scored a wild pitch. It was way past the catcher, or the pitch was way out of the zone, and Crawford had to go get it at the backstop and throw it down. So wild pitch on that play. So 4 strikeouts combined to start this thing off. And here's Ryan Delaney. Delaney hits one down the right field line and foul. It's 0-1. Ryan Delaney, the batter, he is from Wofford College in Mason, Ohio. 6'2" righty, 210 pounds. And Delaney is batting .340. The 0-1, that's down low. Delaney with 4 home runs and 10 RBI, so he's got a little power. He's shown it so far this season. He's been very consistent, middle of the lineup bat for the Express, and he's not afraid to cut down the swing and drop it in for a base hit. Swing and a foul back. It seems like every time the Rebels are here, there's a ball near that net. First time these 2 teams played here, a player was hitting the head off the bounce. Well, last time we were here, 3 players were trying to dodge the ball. They all went backwards onto their bottoms, and one of them was a little shaken up. 1-2. That's way up high. Back to the screen, it's 2-2. Joe Cobb a strike away from striking out the side in order here. He has thrown 14 pitches, 9 strikes, and 5 balls. Coming in with 12 strikeouts over a 9-inning period. 2-2 to Delaney. Here's the pitch. That's way inside, 3-2. Brayton Brown, the center fielder, is on deck. He would be next to bat if Delaney can get on base here. Rebels will have 4, 5, 6 due up in the top half of the second. It'll be Lancaster, Bell, and Windland Jr. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Delaney swings and fouls one off himself in the box. It's still 3-2. Ryan Delaney at bat facing Joe Cobb on the mound. The lefty kicks and pitches. Swing and a high pop-up right side, giving it a look to first baseman. And Navarro going to watch it fly out of play. Three balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Down low. What an at-bat there from Ryan Galaney.
Coming to the plate, the center fielder from Auburn University, number 3, Brayton Brown.
8-pitch at-bat for Galaney as he draws the walk, and that brings up Brayton Brown. If you're watching over on Facebook or YouTube for that matter, let us know where you're watching from. We'll try to get to some of you all. See Richards watching from South Carolina, Marine watching from Tampa Bay. We've got some others, Long Island. So let us know where you're watching from. As Brayton Brown takes a pitch for a strike, it's 0-1. Brayton Brown from Auburn University, 5'9" righty, 185 pounds, from Selma, Alabama. The 0-1. That's in the dirt. Good stop by Voldivia, the catcher, 1-1. Brown hitting .360 on the summer, 3 home runs and 13 RBIs. He's 18 for 50 at the plate. Judy watching from South Carolina. Judy Swigert. 1-1. Swing and a high fly into right. Let's see if it has enough. Going back towards the wall, looking up, and it is gone. Brayton Brown leaving the yard with a 2-run shot in the bottom of the first. And the Express are off to a hot 2-0 start here in the bottom of the first, all with 2 outs. Brayton Brown getting the Express 2 runs here in the opening frame.
Now batting the second baseman from St. John's River State College, number 13, Trip McKinley.
Now Brown hit that at the right time of the game. If you wait till the 8th or 9th inning, that would have been a little bit closer, but Lancaster had to watch it fly. 2-0 Express here in the bottom of the first, and the first pitch to Trip McKinley, the second baseman, bounces away. It's 1-0. Barbara watching from Vegas, saying go Rebels. 1-0. Swing and a liner in the center. Robertson camps under it and makes the catch. And McKinley is out number 3 in the bottom of the first, but not before Strasburg strikes for 2. A 2-out home run for Brayton Brown, putting Strasburg on top through an inning of play. We'll take a quick break and return after this. Strasburg Express and Newmarket Rebel Baseball live on Facebook, Stretch, and YouTube Live.
It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been finding ways to get away, to see you again.
We go to the top of the second inning. Strasburg leading the Rebels of Newmarket 2-0. Jackson Lancaster leading it off for the Rebels, and he fouls one back. It is 0-1. Lancaster, .428 average, 18 for 42, 3 home runs, and 12 RBIs. He hit one to right his first time up last game we played the Rebels. And the pitch from Louder misses. It's 1-1. Louder threw 11 pitches in the first, couple of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Lancaster going out of the zone. And it is 1-2. Keegan Allen says go Express. 1-2. And in the dirt. Luz Rivera says yes, let's go. Cheering on the Express from Williamsburg. Two. Down low. Full count here to the leadoff hitter in the second, Lancaster. Louder's pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him on an outside changeup. Pulls the string. That's the first out here in the second. 3 strikeouts already for Rhett Louder.
The DH from Fresno Community College, number 9, James Bell.
Comes James Bell, and he had a big insurance run last night at Woodstock. Crushed at the center to give the Rebels a much-needed run, which they beat Woodstock last night. The Bandits had first and third, 1 out in the 9th. Couldn't bring the tying run across. And that's hit hard to third, off the glove of the third baseman, into left field. And that'll be an error on the third baseman, Galaney.
The third baseman from the University of Missouri, number 42, Paul Windland.
Coffees are watching, saying go Express. So an E5 was hit hard, but probably should have been made. Here's Paul Windland Jr., the third baseman. Windland trying to stay out of the double play here. Pitch from Louder's outside, 1-0. Windland from the University of Missouri, Columbia. He is from St. Louis, Missouri, and he is a 6'3 lefty, 210 pounds. He's hitting .261. Does have 3 RBIs. $11 for 42. This Newmarket team offensively has been really good the last week or so. Just missing from Louder, 2-0. Last night against Woodstock, they only scored 6, and I say only because they had scored 10, and I think like 5 out of their last 6 or something ridiculous. Good hitters count here for Windland, 2-0. Outside again, 3-0 from Rhett Louder. Percival leading Front Royal 1-0 in the first, and Louder walks him on 4 pitches. Almost looked like a workaround there.
Shortstop from College Charleston, number 26, Cameron Dean.
So, an error and a walk here. Rebels have first and second and only 1 out. And Louder going to step off. Swinging a ground ball to short, fielded by McCroskey, goes to McKinley for 1, back to first, it's in the dirt but scooped out, and it's a 6-4-3 double play to end the top of the second inning. Got the ground ball, Dean grounded into it, and a good turn up the middle by McCroskey, McKinley, and Irvin, and the top of the second is over. Well, the Rebels get a couple on, but I guess Louder was looking for that double play ball, and he got it. 2-0 Express. We go to the bottom of the second.
It's not a game that I am playing, my love. Trying to hold my feeling, I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way, I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something. I think we're made of something. most mysterious. I think I found my own way. Isn't easy to show with the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know I told you it's the best light I know. It's not a game that I am playing.
Number 26, Eric Toth.
Eric Toth leads it all for the Express as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Kyle Guttrell with you. Thanks for joining in North Division Baseball here in the Valley League with the 11-4 Strasburg Express and the 10-7 Newmarket Rebels. Back on the mound, Joe Cobb. He was solid in the first, but the two-run shot bit him and giving the Express the lead. First pitch to Toth outside, and he went around. It's 0-1. Toth on the year 7 for 24, 291 average, no home runs and 4 RBIs. The 0-1, that's in the dirt, 1-1. Strasburg 2 runs on a hit and an error. Rebels still looking to get something in the box score. 1-1. Swing and a high pop-up down the right field line. Lancaster giving it a look towards the line. He will stop short of making the catch, and it falls, and it's a foul ball. Toth, 6'4" righty, 225 from Presbyterian College in Mobile, Alabama. One ball and a strike. Pitch number 27 of the night coming up for Cobb through an inning plus. Breaking ball, good pitch, but even better eye there by Toth, 2-2. We've got Donna Windland watching, Kathy Moore. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Blew Toth away with the fastball, and that'll go down as the first out here in the second. Here comes the DH from Auburn, Nate LaRue. So let's add things up here. Rhett Lauder has 1, 2, 3 strikeouts, and Cobb has 1, 2, 3. 6 strikeouts already. LaRue, the DH, and he takes one inside corner for a strike, 0-1. LaRue batting .318 on the summer, no home runs, 2 RBIs. Outside, 1-1. LaRue will be followed by the catcher, Graham Crawford, and then Cam Irvin, the first baseman, if Strasburg can get the lineup moving here in the inning. 1-1, that's up and in, 2-1. Good count here for LaRue, facing the lefty too. A lot of room out there in left center and right center. Try to drive one. Swing and a miss. Blew him away with the fastball in the outer part. It's 2-2. Pretty solid weather, 76 degrees. 2-2. Swinging a ground ball up the middle to second. Starling gathers, and a little bit of a rainbow throw to get him for the second out.
Now batting the catcher from
Comes Graham Crawford, the catcher.
Number 5, Graham Crawford.
So Graham Crawford, the catcher, batting with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Fastball way up high, 1-0. Crawford from the University of Alabama, Tuscaloosa. 6 foot, 195 pounds. He's a switch hitter. And he's got 5 hits on the summer, including a home run and 5 RBIs. 1-0. Swing and a foul tip into the glove, 1-1. Cobb trying to get through the second unscathed here, trailing 2-0. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball fouled away. It is 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Here's the kick and the pitch. Swinging a high fly to right. Foul territory and over the bleachers. One ball, 2 strikes to Graham Crawford. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball. Catcher Voldivia couldn't hold on. Do it again at 1-2. A little bit of a battle here with Crawford and Bell. Pitch number 6 coming up here. Breaking ball popped up and fouled away again. That is the 5th straight foul ball.
Train station in exchange, you'll get a free spot. Thank you.
We've seen a ball, a foul, a foul, a foul, a foul, and a foul. A lot of foul balls here in the at-bat. We'll do it again. 1-2 to Crawford. That's right down the middle, and he goes down looking for out number 3. And a quiet second inning for the Strasburg Express. But they still lead it 2-0 as we go to the third. We'll take a break and return after this. We go to the top of the third. The Rebels will send up 8-9-1. Navarro, Voldivia, and Starling. Here against Rhett Lauder, trailing the Express 2-0. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Lauder, solid pitcher for Wake Forest out of the ACC. I think he was their number 2 or 3 starter, so he's a solid Division I player. Pitch is in the dirt, 1-1. The batter, Juan Carlos Navarro, 6 for 29, 206 clip, no home runs, 3 RBIs. Looking for hit number 7 here, the 1-1. Swing and a liner into right and right on cue. That's hit number 7 of the summer for Navarro. A hard hit ball into right center and a leadoff single for the Rebels.
The catcher from Southeast Community College, number 25, James Voldivia.
Comes James Voldivia, the catcher. Voldivia with the white Evo Shield helmet. I think he's the only Rebel wearing a helmet other than blue, and he's showing bunting. That's a good one. Gets it down. Louder off the mound. Throws it to first just in time. High throw. He did a good job fielding his position. That'll go down as a sacrifice bunt for Voldivia, moving Navarro up to second with one out here in the third.
Second baseman, number 10, Jacob Starling.
So the sac bunt moves the lineup back to the top. It's Jacob Starling, the second baseman. Starling struck out looking his first time up. And again, he is from East Carolina University in Orlando, Florida. 5'10", righty, 180 pounds. Pitch outside, it is 1-0. A lot of these Rebels have very solid batting averages, especially the guys at the top of the lineup like Starling and Jackson and Robertson and Lancaster and Bell. Pretty much the whole lineup, really. 1-0 from Louder. Just outside, 2-0. Starling 10 for 27 on the season. We saw what looked like a workaround last inning where Louder threw 4 pitches out of the zone, weren't really close, and then the next at bat he got a ground ball double play. Not sure if he's doing that here with the top of the lineup, but you never know. 2-0. Breaking ball hit foul towards the third base side. It is 2-1. Stanton leading Harrisonburg 1-0 top of the first. Woodstock and Winchester underway. Game 2 of their doubleheader. And again, Percival still leading Front Royal 1-0 in the second. 2-1 the count. One out here in the third. Swinging a liner into right. That's going to drop for a base hit. Fielding it is Toth. He's going to hit the cutoff man, and the ball gets to the backstop, nearly gets to the backstop as laying out and stopping it's the catcher Crawford and nearly colliding with the on-deck man Kyle Jackson, but they were able to avoid it. But that single makes it first and third, and one out here for the Rebels.
Number 5, Kyle Jackson.
So a hard hit base hit. Toth threw it in, and we've already seen he's got a heck of an arm out there. He's also a pitcher. So first and third, Rebels are in business here with one of their best hitters at Kyle Jackson at the plate. He did strike out his first time up on a wild pitch. First pitch, that's down and out, 1-0. Newmarket out hitting Strasburg 2-1. Anthony Louder watching over on YouTube saying, "Go Rhett, way to go Express." And a throw over and diving back in safely, Starling. Louder, 18 strikes, 14 balls through 2 1/3. Has a few strikeouts. Looking for another double play ball. Runner going, swing and a miss. And throw down to third as Crawford bobbled it. That'll be a stolen base. So credit Starling with the stolen base for the Rebels. And now Newmarket has second and third and only one out. Wouldn't be surprised to see the corners play up here if you're Strasburg, especially the third baseman. Looking for a ground ball here. Problem is a lot of room in right center. A single could tie the game. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. Big hack there by Jackson. It's 1-2. Navarro at third, following leadoff single and a little bit of base running, and then Starling at second, single and a stolen base. 1-2. Swing and a soft grounder to third. That's going to get the job done. Galaney Fields throws to first, and he is safe at first. Beating it out for an infield RBI single is Kyle Jackson, and the Rebels are on the board. It is 2-1 here in the top of the third inning. It's just a half swing.
Number 21, Tyler Robertson.
Scoring Navarro, and then Jackson able to beat it out, and the tying run moves up to third. So credit Jackson with the RBI single. Wasn't hit well, but right to the correct spot. Galaney, great job gloving it and throwing it, but not in time. Jackson ready to go, and he doesn't. Ground ball up the middle. Need two. They tag second for one. Go back to first. That is, he's safe at first. They call him safe at first base. Looked like a for sure double play, and the base umpire calls him safe, and the ball game is tied. Would they consider appealing the home plate here? That is just tough for the Express. Shortstop McCroskey tagged the bag and went to second. And now they're going to appeal, or they're going to check with help. And last time they did this, it actually went in Strasburg's favor. And it looked like he was out by a step or so. It was close, but it looked like he was out. Most times they don't overrule this because the umpire will say he didn't see it. So it'll likely be a 2-2 game, but yeah, they're not going to change it. So Newmarket's going to tie it at 2 here. That's just a tough break for the Express. Looked like a for sure double play. And George Loss not happy at all. And he's getting his money's worth out there, and the Express are giving him a round of applause. And there's a reason the umpire has not kicked him out of the game. Oh, and there it is. George Loss, the head coach of the Express, has been tossed here in the top of the 3rd inning following a call that goes against the Express, tying the game at 2, and an ejection here for George Loss of the Express.
Number 7, Jackson, Lancaster.
So that call cost the Express a run there. Unless I went back and watched the replay, I can't tell you whether he was safe or out, but bang bang play, and you've got to have that if you're Strasburg. But they tie it up, it's 2-2. And the first pitch misses outside, it's 1-0. So Starling scored on the play. Jackson's erased on the fielder's choice, and then Robertson reached and picked up an RBI. Throw over and back in safely is Robertson. And throwing over again. And the pitch is swung on and fouled away. It's 1-1. So the game's tied at 2 here in the top of the 3rd. 2 runs in the inning, and they haven't been, convincing hits or runs. And Louder steps off. And another close play at first, and first baseman dropped it. And another throw over and safe again. Here's the pitch, swing, and that's hammered to left and deep, and looking up and leaping, and that ball is gone. A 2-run home run for Jackson Lancaster, and just like that, it's 4-2 Newmarket. One call can make a lot of things go wrong, and this situation, Newmarket has taken advantage. 4 runs in the inning for the Newmarket Rebels. Wow. Huge turn of events here in this inning. Here comes James Bell, the DH. He reached on an error his first time up. First pitch, and that's hit in the right. Coming in, laying out, and trapping it. That'll be a base hit for James Bell, and here comes Newmarket with the base hits. They're coming quickly. That's now 5 hits for the Newmarket Rebels, and it's 4-2. Still 2 outs here in the inning. Wow. So Windland, he walked his first time up, and he swings and misses at his 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 to Paul Windland. 4-2 Rebels here in the third. Brett Lauder trying to get out of this inning. Single, sacrifice bunt, single, fielder's choice, 2-run bomb, and single. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Broken bat. Lauder throws it to first, and the half inning is finally over, but not before the Rebels score 4 runs, and they take a 4-2 lead. So we go to the bottom of the third. Express trailing, coming up to bat, trying to get back in this ball game early on.
Cam Irvin.
And we go to the bottom of the third inning. Strasburg trailing now 4-2 after allowing a 4 spot in the top half. Controversial. Pitch to Cam Irvin, a called strike. It's 1-1. It'll be Irvin, McCroskey, and Ferry due up in the inning. 1-1. Swing and a high pop up in the infield. Last time these were adventures for the Rebels, and it's an adventure again. A base hit in the infield for Cam Irvin. This is exactly what happened the other night. The Rebels continuously could not catch fly balls. This happened at least 3 or 4 times the other night, which really kept Strasburg in the game against the Rebels. Constant communication issues with pop-ups, it seems like, for the Rebels. Ball dropped right between the shortstop and third baseman. They were looking at each other. So a leadoff base hit on a pop-up in the infield, and here comes Mac McCroskey. One swing, and the Express are right back in it. Pitch is in the dirt. Mac McCroskey, the shortstop, struck out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. 4-2, bottom of the third. Joe Cobb's been pretty good so far for the Rebels. Has allowed the 2 runs. That was on a home run earlier in the game. 1-0. Swing and a foul back into the net. It is 1-1. That was pitch number 45 of the night for Cobb. Through 2+ innings here. Mary Jordan watching. 1-1. That's up high, 2-1. Strasburg, a couple runs on a couple of hits and 1 error. 2-1. Inside, 3-1. Stanton now leading Harrisonburg 3-0 bottom of the first. Percival and Front Royal 1-1 in the third. And Woodstock leading Winchester 1-0. That's a 7-inning doubleheader. They won game 1, 1-0. Trying to do the same again. Good count here for McCroskey to drive one. 3-1 the pitch. That's a called strike, and the count is full 3-2. Even though you're down by a couple here, I would not be scared to send that runner Irvin from first. At least get him in motion and maybe open up a hole. Worst case scenario, a line drive or a strikeout. 3-2, he holds. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ground ball to second. They're going to go to second for one. Back to first, and not in time. Got that one right for sure. And umpire receiving a standing ovation from the crowd.
The left fielder, number 33, Chad Ferry.
So reaching on the fielder's choice is McCroskey. Irvin erased. And here comes Chad Ferry. Ferry's shown some power to right field this year for the Express, even off of a lefty. Chad Ferry is from Clemson. 6'3" lefty from Greenwood, South Carolina. First pitch is outside. It's 1-0. Ferry has 3 home runs, 9 RBIs. He's 10 for 37 on the summer. Struck out looking his first time up. And a quick throw over. Whipped it over there. And first baseman Navarro throws a strike, and I don't mean a strike down the middle, I mean a bowling strike, over to the mound and picked up. 1-0 the count. Swing and hammered in the right. There's that right field power. That's down for a base hit and maybe even more. Bobbled in right field, and the runner was stopped, and now he's being sent. Here's the third of the plate. It gets past the catcher. And that'll be a double. So that'll be a double for Chad Ferry, and coming home to score on the error by the right fielder Lancaster is Mac McCroskey, and the Express are back within a run. It's 4-3 here in the third.
Third baseman, number 28, Ryan Delaney.
And I'm just going to put this out there. If it was a good throw, he was out at the plate. And this is exactly what Strasburg ran into last night, or the other night against the Rebels. And that's hit foul and out of play. So Ferry with a double. He doesn't get an RBI. Yeah, the runner stopped and then nearly costed him. So tying runs at second. Ferry with a solid swing. Swing and a miss. Galaney out in front of a changeup. It's 0-2. (4-3) in the third. This seems like this is going to be a high-scoring game. Galaney trying to tie it up with a base hit or even more. Long hold by Cobb, the pitch, and that's popped up. This is going to be trouble. Right field, and it's dropping for a base hit. Galaney singles on a blooper over the first baseman Navarro's head, and it's first and third and one out for the Express.
Center fielder, number 3, Brayton Brown.
Ferry moves up to third. He had to hold up to make sure it was going to drop. Sitting up here, we have a pretty good angle, but not as good at second base. So just like that, the teams have combined for 7 runs, 10 hits, and 2 errors, and we're not even through the third inning. So here's Brayton Brown. He crushed a home run to right field his first time up. Went opposite field. That was hit number 16 of the year for Galaney. And pitch misses up high to Brayton Brown. 1-0 count. That was an 0-2 count for Galaney, too. Brown with 4 home runs now, 15 RBIs. Looking for that number 5 here. He has 19 hits. Swing, and that is crushed to left as it's fair down the line, and as it's laid out for. And in foul territory, it's going to pop out of the glove of the left fielder Jackson. The ball was hit very high in the air, and it didn't even have the distance to leave, even down the lines here, 300 feet. It looked good. It was just a matter of, was it caught or not? And Jackson laid out in foul territory, couldn't make the catch, and Brown will do it again. It's 1-1. Just got too much under it. So if he can straighten that out a little bit, he would possibly have his second home run, yeah. It's a big if. 1-1 to Brown. Swing and a miss. Threw the fastball right by him, and it's 1-2. On deck, Trip McKinley, the second baseman. He flew out the center his first time up, but if you're Strasburg here, you've got to score that run. This is what the Woodstock River Bandits fell into last night in the ninth and couldn't score. 1-2. Way inside. Good stop by the catcher, Voldivia. It's 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Let's see if Brayton Brown can get a hold of something and at least tie this game up. Here's the pitch. Way inside. Fastball with some good velocity. It's full 3-2. Now the question is, do you put Galaney in motion from first here? You do risk, though, the possible double play, but you could always try to take home from third. 4-3 Rebels, bottom of the third. Strasburg in business, though. First and third, 1 out and a 3-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner up the middle. That's a base hit. Well hit ball past the shortstop Dean, and now the ball is bobbled and throwing it to third and safe at third base on the slide. And a game-tying RBI single here in the third inning.
Now batting number 13, Trip McKinley.
And it's 4-4, so scoring is Ferry. And Galaney goes to second, then he goes to third. He's stopped, and that'll be an E8. And Brayton Brown with another RBI. He has 3 on the night, and he's 2 for 2. He's halfway to the cycle. This has been a weird inning, especially, especially in the top half where the Rebels got some runs on a close call. That's popped up. That's not what you want to see, but it could be trouble. Runner should be taken off here, and it looks like, oh man, called a foul ball, and it nearly went off the line there. That was very close there. The batter McKinley was not running on the play, and it was very close, but I mean, it's actually good for Newmarket because the ball dropped. So it's a foul ball, and we'll do it again. Still first and third, 1 out for Trip McKinley. He flew out to Robertson his first time up. So Strasburg has answered back with 2 here in the third to tie it 4-4. We're on pace for about 20 runs each. Here's the 0-1. Check swing. Looked like he held up. No appeal. And it is 1-1. One and one to Trip McKinley, trying to get the lead. Swing and a miss. He goes after the high fastball. It is 1-2. One and two. Runner going. The pitch. It's up high. Throw to second, and it's cut off. And that'll be a stolen base for Brayton Brown. McKinley took the pitch for a ball, and it's 2-2. 4-4 the score. Bottom of the third from First Bank Park in Strasburg. The Newmarket Rebels and the Strasburg Express. Newmarket winners of 7 in a row. Strasburg coming off of a win last night. And Trip McKinley choked up. He needs a good swing and doesn't need a good swing after all as the pitch is in the dirt. A wild one. And it gets away from Voldivia and it's scoring the go-ahead run from third, and it's 5-4 Strasburg. Wow. That is now 3 runs in the inning. This has been a bizarre inning from top to bottom here. Galani scores from third, and Brown moves up to third on the wild pitch. And McKinley still in the at-bat. It's 3-2. He's choked up on it. Reminds me of Joey Votto. 3-2. Swing and a pop-up. First baseman Navarro giving a look, and it's out of play.
Please return all foul balls to the train station. In exchange, you get a free spot. Those do cost us about $5 a piece, and we'd appreciate getting them back. Thank you.
That was pitch number 66 of the night for the pitcher Joe Cobb through 2 1/3. So he's gotten roughed up here in the inning. 3-2 to McKinley. Fastball up high. What an at-bat there from Trip McKinley. He draws the walk.
26, Eric Toth.
So a walk, and it's first and third. So McKinley at first, and Brayton Brown at third. Eric Toth takes a ball outside. It's 1-0. So far, Cobb has allowed 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. 1-0 to Toth. Swing and a miss. He went after one way outside, 1-1. Looking at the upcoming schedule, Strasburg will have Woodstock here tomorrow night. So far, the Express are 0-2 against the Bandits. Runner going 1-1, hit foul and back into the net. Strasburg 4 losses have all come in the division. They've lost to Woodstock twice, Woodstock twice, Winchester once, and Newmarket once. They beat Percival every time. They beat Waynesboro twice. They've beaten Covington a couple of times. And they're playing Charlottesville Sunday. That one misses up high. Get this. Strasburg playing Newmarket again. They're playing them Saturday. Saturday. So that's 3 games and 3 appearances in 1 week. Two and 2 to Toth. All you got to do, put it in play and don't hit into a double play. 2-2. That's outside. 3-2. Three and 2 to Toth. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. And that is out number 2 here in the third.
DH number 24, Nate LaRue.
Runner still at first and third. Could not get that run in, and that's a big run at third, especially the way this game's going. Here's Nate LaRue. He grounded out his first time up. That's inside, 1-0. Joanna says, let's go Express. That's the way you run those bases. 1-0 the count. Still in the third inning, 5-4. That's outside, 2-0. Thought the ump was going to call it for a second. Catcher brought it all the way back, but he did not make the call. I think LaRue's probably sitting on a fastball here. See what he can do with it. And the runner's going. Not sure if that was intentional or not to try to steal the run, but he didn't even throw over and picking up the easy stolen bases. McKinley stole it on the pitcher. And now a 3-0 count to LaRue. You almost might as well just put him on and set up the force with Crawford on deck. See if LaRue's got the red light here, 3-0. Takes one for a strike, 3-1. Looked a tad low. Three balls and a strike. Second and third for the Express. Inside, ball 4, and the bases are juiced. 2 outs. Graham Crawford stepping up, the only batter not to have hit here in the inning.
The catcher, number 5, Graham Crawford.
And a meeting at the mound. So following the discussion at the mound. So bases juiced for Graham Crawford. He struck out looking his first time up. Swings and fouls one away. He was early on that one, 0-1. Crawford just needs to wait back on it and drive it into left field. 0-1. That's up and out, 1-1. Ball and a strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom third, 5-4 Strasburg. Crawford takes one just outside, 2-1. Cam Irvin's on deck. He singled this inning. 2-1. Swing and a foul back into the net. It is 2-2. And just like that, Cobb is a strike away from getting out of this. He has allowed 3, but keeping it close. Pitch number 83 coming up through 2 2/3, and he's going to step off. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the third. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. He is getting a lot of good pieces tonight. He just has not been able to drive one fair yet. Still 2-2. Joanna says, well, I don't want to jinx it, but I see what you say there. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Let's do it again. That's in the dirt, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Everyone will be on the move. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom 3, bases loaded. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Crawford goes down on strikes and the half inning is over, but the Express score 3 in the bottom half and reclaim the lead. 5-4 Strasburg as we go to the 4th.
Fill me out with your smile, like the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame, I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down, 'cause with you I'm safe and sound, 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 safe and sound.
We go to the 4th. I shouldn't say a slow pace game so far here tonight. It'll be Dean, Navarro, and Voldivia here for the Rebels. First pitch from Rhett Louder is a swing and a miss. It is 0-1. And the pitch is a called strike, and it's 0-2. Cameron Dean hit into a 6-4-3 double play his last time up. Here's the 0-2. That's in the dirt. One-two swing and a miss.
First baseman, number 27, Juan Carlos Navarro.
So Louder picks up the strikeout of Cameron Dean to begin the 4th. Here comes Juan Carlos Navarro, the first baseman. He singled and scored a run last inning for the Newmarket Rebels. Louder's pitch, swing and a miss. I think he's got a little extra giddy up on that fastball now. I'd say he's at least sitting at 93, 94. He's ready to work. He gets on the mound. Here he goes. The 0-1. Ground ball to third. Short hop by Galaney. Steps, throws, in time. Good play there by Ryan. 2 outs. And here comes James Voldivia, the catcher. He sacked a sacrifice bunt last inning, and actually ended up being a huge play because it kept the inning really going and alive, even though it was early in the inning. So Louder back on the mound. The righty kicks and delivers. And just outside. Want to know the 9-hole hitter, Voldivia. That's down low. Newmarket 4 runs on 5 hits and a couple of errors. Strasburg 5 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. I'd like to see a game where both sides have no errors. 2-0. That's a strike on the outside corner. It is 2-1. 2 balls and a strike. That's down low, and it's 3-1. Don't want to walk the 9-0 hitter to get to the top with Starling and others on deck for the Newmarket Rebels. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball by him. Counts full. So far, Louder has thrown 3 2/3, allowing 5 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. 3-2, 2 outs, the pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, ranging up the middle. McKinley, strong throw to first. Good play there by Trip McKinley. And the half inning is over. Newmarket going down 1-2-3 in the top half of the 4th, and Strasburg will hold on to their lead. 5-4 Express, we go to the bottom of the 4th. Stay tuned. We'll take a quick break and return after this. Thanks for joining us on tonight's broadcast.
Second real estate.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice.
We go to the bottom of the 4th. A pitching change for the Newmarket Rebels. Joe Cobb is done after 3 innings, and he is on the hook right now for the game. He went 3 innings, allowing 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 of those earned, 3 walks and 6 strikeouts. And a new pitcher, it's Alex Nicolosi. Nicolosi pitched the other night here. He went 2 2/3 innings, allowing a couple of hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and he will pitch here again against the Strasburg Express.
Leading off first baseman number 34, Cam Irvin.
Cam Irvin will lead it off. It'll be Irvin, McCroskey, and Ferry. First pitch, swing and a foul back. Oh and 1. Swing and a foul back.
If you're looking for food, check out the concession stand, the finest in the valley. Everything you can imagine, including shrimp caught fresh each morning by the fishing boats down at Strasburg Park. Maybe.
Oh, 2. That's way outside. Thanks for tuning in here. Nice North Division baseball matchup here on a Thursday night. 1-2. Look at that pitch move. Slider swung on and missed, and that's out number 1.
Shortstop number 14, Mac McCroskey.
So McCroskey will step up now. So here's Mac McCroskey. He reached on a fielder's choice and actually ended up scoring last inning. First pitch, there's that same breaking ball and it misses 1-0. 1-0. Swing and a foul tip into the glove. One. Way up high and swung on and missed 1-2. Swing and a miss. Nicolosi, 2 strikeouts. So 2 outs now here in the bottom of the 4th inning and a 5-4 Strasburg lead. Nicolosi coming in, and although he just pitched against Strasburg a couple days ago, he's right on the money. Ferry takes a ball. One-0, swung on a miss. One, and that is crushed to right center and deep. Chad Ferry with a home run to right field. Chad Ferry with a solo shot to right center field off of Nicolosi. And it's 6-4 Express here in the 4th.
Number 28, Ryan Delaney.
So Ferry tonight now has a double and a home run. He just has a really smooth swing. And he loves to pull the ball, and he does it very well. So with 2 outs, here's Delaney, and Delaney's been on twice. And Ryan takes one for a ball. It is 2-0. Delaney has walked, singled, and scored twice tonight. So he's been doing a good job getting on base and coming home. Two and 0. And a called strike, 2-1. Six 4 in the 4th. Delaney takes one down low, 3-1. On deck is Brayton Brown. He is 2 for 2 with a single, an RBI, a 2-run home run with 2 more RBIs. 3-1 to Delaney. That's outside, ball 4, and Brayton Brown comes up to the plate with a chance to do some more damage, and Nicolosi looks a bit rattled. Very disappointed after getting a couple quick strikeouts on very good breaking balls. Then Ferry sent him deep. Nicolosi is from Seton Hall. Brown takes one for a ball, 1-0. Nicolosi, 11 innings, 17 strikeouts, and a 4.09 ERA. Sound like the head coach of the Rebels just told his pitcher to get up on the mound. Either that or the pitching coach. Diving back into first. Well, it just seems like he's a bit rattled following the home run. He's at 17 pitches, but it's 9 strikes and 8 balls. And Brown's swinging it well tonight, so you can't leave one over the plate. And that's left over the plate for a called strike, 1-1. Good pitch, though, on the inside part. 1-1 count. 6-4, bottom 4, and a quick throw over and back in safely is Ryan Galaney. It's been a good one here once again. These two teams have been fighting it out this year, Strasburg and Newmarket. Both teams with pretty good rosters overall, and both in the top three in the North. Brown trying to do some more damage, 1-1. Swinging a ground ball down the line, just foul. Maybe that could have been the triple he was looking for somehow. Or a pop-up where they can't see it, and then we have to give them a triple for it. Yeah. A ball and 2 strikes to Brayton Brown in the second. Nicolosi's pitch. Swing and a foul tip drop by the catcher. I think they got a piece of Voldivia, and umpire's going to give him a second. They're going to check on him. Not sure if it got him in the wrist or what it was, but so they're going to check on him, make sure he's okay. Nicolosi getting back on. The right fielder, or I should say the catcher, is back up and ready to go. Right fielder was shading towards the middle a little bit, towards right center. Now he's moving more towards right. This has not been a quick game. 1-2, runner going. The pitch is in the dirt, and sliding into second with the stolen base is Galaney. Strasburg doing a little running tonight, and that's what they started out the first week or so doing, a lot of steals and such, but count is 2-2. A base hit for Brown could bring in another run. Nicolosi set at the belt. Runner at second. Big lead. 2-2. Runner going again. Pitch is up and in. Throw to third. Not in time. Another stolen base for Galaney. Ryan is running around out there. And the count is 3-2. On deck is Trip McKinley, the second baseman. He has flown out and walked tonight. This has turned into a long inning for Nicolosi. He's at 22 pitches through 2/3 of an inning after 2 quick strikeouts. 3-2 skips to the plate. Galaney's coming home. Throw to the plate, not in time, and Ryan Galaney steals second, steals third, scores on a wild pitch, and it's 7-4 Strasburg. Give Ryan Galaney a heck of a lot of credit. He hustled and earned himself and the team a run there. Wow. 7-4 in the fourth.
Second baseman, number 13, Trip McKinley.
Very good at bat there for for Brayton Brown, drawing the walk. So a couple strikeouts in a row, then a solo home run, a walk, and here's Trip McKinley. He has also walked tonight. Pitch is down low, 1-0. Nicolosi now at 24 pitches, 12 balls, 12 strikes. The 1-0, and they're going to have to throw over, and oh man, close play at first. Brown, not a very long or tall guy, but he was able to get back in there. And another throw over and back in safely. One-0, and that's down low. Nicolosi just having trouble locating here. Count is 2-0. 7-4 in the fourth inning. 2-0 to McKinley. Here's the pitch. That's outside, and Nicolosi has completely lost the plate. It's 3-0. On deck is Eric Toth, and he's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts on the night. 3-0. That's up high, and another walk for Nicolosi, and that might be it for him. They're checking the bullpen. I'm not sure if he's ready. They're probably going to try to stall for a little bit and give him enough time to get hot.
26, Eric Toth.
Head coach is Not sure if they're going to make a pitching change. At this point, they shouldn't be able to. So batter's going to step in. And now he's going to go out. I don't understand how that's even should be allowed. So after Toth steps in the box and ready to face Nicolosi, coach comes out. Stenberg, the head coach, coming out to talk to Nicolosi, and let me guess, they're going to talk for a couple minutes and then he'll make the signal? Or is maybe this just a mound visit instead of a pitching change? Let's see here. Will he make the call after all this time on the mound? He's stalling, that's for sure. And now he's going to make the move. We talk about intentional walks taking too long and stuff. This is why baseball takes too long. I get that part of it's strategy, part of it shouldn't be. I'm not someone who believes that, there should be a clock in baseball, because baseball is one of the last sports that hasn't been ruined by a lot of this stuff. But, you stall it for 5 minutes to bring a guy in. I just don't get that, and that's why some of these games are lasting so long. These pitching changes are just getting ridiculous. But it's allowed, and the Rebels make a pitching change. So we've got a move at the mound. Nicolosi's done after 2/3 of an inning. Let's take a quick break and return after this. Back to baseball in the 4th, and a pitching change. Finally got the signal for a southpaw to come into the game. And it's Antonio Buckley coming in here with runners on first and second and 2 outs. Alex Nicolosi struggled after getting 2 straight strikeouts. Here's the first pitch. And a ground ball to third, and it takes a weird hop off the lip. Third to first, and it's past the first baseman and into the net. 1 run will score. And an error there as the Express tack on another one. Andrew looked like some of that delay was getting a pinch hitter on. No, that was, what happened was, because they were waiting, the batter, Toth, actually went and talked to the coach for the Express. So that was part of it, but either way, it was still going to be, they were still going to do the strategy. And, I mean, I get it's part of baseball, and that's what happens. So it's 8-4 now. And hammered in the left. That's over the shortstop's head and a base hit. Scoring from third on the play, and it is 9-4 Strasburg. So Brown and McKinley have scored.
Now batting the catcher, number 5, Graham Crawford.
And that error, by the way, was on the third baseman, Windland, when Toth reached. He's at third, and LaRue is at first on the RBI single. So 9-4 the score. Here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Crawford at the plate. He has struck out twice tonight, and the first pitch is a strike. Owen won the count. The pitch from Buckley, swing and a miss. Buckley has 7 innings under his belt, 4 strikeouts and a 5.14 ERA. Quickly 0-2 to Crawford. The Rebels will have 1-2-3 due up in the 5th. 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good eye there by Crawford. It's 1-2. So I believe we can close the line on Nicolosi. 2/3 of an inning. He allowed 1 hit, 4 runs. 2 of those earned, 3 walks and a couple of strikeouts. But Joe Cobb is still on the hook for the game. 1-2, the lefty's pitch. Swing and a high fly into center. Back a few steps is the center fielder Robertson, and drifting under it to make the catch. And the Express nearly hit around again. This has been a weird night. Graham Crawford has committed the 3rd out all 3 times, or 3 out of the 4 times, I should say.
If you will draw out your red,
and that is 4 runs in the bottom of the 4. Strasburg 9, Newmarket 4. We'll be back after this as we go to the 5th.
Sega Real Estate, red ticket.
Jack it up.
We go to the top of the 5th. 0-1. Swing and a miss. So we're in the fifth, finally. 9-4 the score. Jacob Starling, the batter, he has singled, scored a run, and struck out. Rhett Lauder still on the mound, the 0-2, swinging a hard grounder to short. McCroskey skates down, throws it on the point. Right on the mark for the first down here in the top of the fifth. Here comes Kyle Jackson, the left fielder. He has struck out and singled in a run. So Jackson, the lefty, will look to do some damage here. Strasburg, 9 runs on 7 hits and 1 error. The pitch to Jackson. Fastball right down the middle. Called strike, 0-1. 0-1. Called strike, and it's 0-2.
The batter, number 5, Kyle Jackson.
0-2 to the lefty, Jackson. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 up, 2 down here in the fifth. Here comes Tyler Robertson. He has reached on a fielder's choice, scored a run, picked up an RBI. And he's also grounded back to the pitcher, Rhett Lauder. 9-4 here in the fifth. Other scores around the league, 2-1 Charlottesville over Covington in the sixth. Woodstock leading Winchester 2-0 in the fifth in a 7-inning game. Front Row and Percival tied 1-1 in the fifth. Lauder's pitch, a strike, 0-1. Harrisonburg leading Stanton 4-3 in the fourth. Then, of course, here it's 9-4. Strasburg once led 2-0, then trailed 4-2, then led 5-4, and now it's 9-4. 0-1, swing and a foul ball, and Rhett Lauder is a strike away from getting out of this fifth inning very quickly. Oh, and 2 the count. That's down low, 1-2. One, two. Swing and a liner down the third base line and foul. One, two. That's down low. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts, and Rhett Lauder with a very strong top of the fifth. And that sends us to the bottom of the fifth. 9-4. We'll take a quick break and return after this. 9-4 Strasburg. We start the bottom of the 5th inning, and Cam Irvin leads off and takes a curveball down low. It's 1-0. Antonio Buckley still on the mound. He came in last inning to get an out after Strasburg scored 4. Pitch to Cam is a called strike. It's 1-1. It'll be Irvin, McCroskey, and Ferry. 1-1. That's in the dirt. 3 straight breaking balls, 2-1. Tonight, Mac McCroskey, a couple of strikeouts. He's reached on the fielder's choice, got the third on an error, and scored. 2-1. Cam Irvin. My apologies. McCroskey's next. Irvin 1 for 2. He has singled and struck out. And he's ahead in the count 3-1 against Buckley. Here's the kick and the pitch. That's down low in the dirt. And the walks have become a big issue for the Rebels here. Lead off walk, and that'll bring up Mac McCroskey. I've been so close every inning having to make a new column in the scorebook, but they've gotten just perfect where they've used up for the last 2 innings. They've gone around twice, back-to-back innings, or once I should say. McCroskey looking for his first hit of the night, and he hits one foul and out of play to the right. It is 0-1.
Please return foul balls to the train station.
Again, we appreciate everybody joining in to tonight's broadcast, Rebels and Express fans, along with all those that support the Valley League and baseball in general. Good to have you along with us. 2 good teams here in the north. Newmarket on a 7-game winning streak. Here's the 0-1. Way outside. Good snag by the catcher, Voldivia. It's 1-1. Ball and a strike to Mac McCroskey here in the bottom of the 5th. Breaking ball hit up the middle, and the pitcher snags it. He goes to second for 1. Back to first. It's a bad throw. And they say he touched him. Oh, my goodness. He did not make contact unless he went out of the baseline, but that's called a double play, and there are 2 outs. Wow. Holy cow. Base umpire says he got tagged on the play. It wasn't a great throw, but the first baseman, Navarro, made a tag and apparently made contact with the base runner, according to the base umpire. And here's Ferry. And he takes a strike. Good snag, though, by the pitcher there. Hard hit to Buckley. Wow. Goes down as a 1-4-3 double play. 1-1 to Chad Ferry. Swing and a miss. That was healthy. That's 1-2. He has struck out, doubled, and homered. A couple of runs scored and an RBI. 1-2 from Buckley. Ferry grounds one hard to second. Short hop picked up by Starling. Throw to first in time. And the half inning is over. 5th inning is in the books as both sides go scoreless. Strasburg 9, Newmarket 4. We go to the 6th. We'll take a break and come back after this. Valley Baseball League action. You're watching and listening on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Stretch Internet. go to the 6th inning. New pitcher on the mound. It's Keegan Allen for the Strasburg Express. Bunch of changes all over the infield. We're trying to figure it out. 1-0 count. Lancaster awaits the pitch, and that's just outside. 2-0. Swinging a ground ball to short. Backhanded stop. Throw to first. Not in time. We've got 14 at short. At third, it looks like it is 8. So Galaney's still at third. So an infield single for Lancaster here in the 6th inning for the Rebels.
The DH, number 9, James Bell.
And that brings up James Bell. He has reached on an error and single tonight. 9-4, top of the 6th. Keegan Allen, the righty from the stretch, pitch is way outside. Allen is a 6-foot righty from the University of Oklahoma. He is from Rogers, Arkansas. And on the season, 6 innings, 11 strikeouts, and a 1.50 ERA. Pitch swing and a foul back. And meeting at the mound. So meeting at the mound is over. Strasburg love a double play here with Bell at the plate. He hits the ball hard and gets a healthy hack. Came into the game batting .500. 19 for 38 with a couple of bombs and 10 RBIs. One and ball, one strike to count. Keegan Allen set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on the slider. It's 1-2. So Rhett Lauder's line is complete for the Express. He does go 5 innings. Surrenders 5 hits, 4 runs, 4 of those being earned, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Ball and 2 strikes to James Bell. The righty from Oklahoma ready, and the pitch is hit high into left field. Giving it a look is the left fielder Ferry. He's got room and he makes the catch. Bell just missing a 2-run shot, and that's out number 1 here in the 6th. That was hit well and just missed going over the field. And it looks like we have a pinch hitter here according to the home plate umpire. So there's a pinch hitter here. It's going to be Jason Luke batting here. He is from Seattle University in Salt Lake City, Utah. Pitch is a called strike. So Windland Jr. being pulled for Luke. Oh, and 1 to the lefty Luke, and a throw over, and diving back in safely is Lancaster. Strasburg 9 runs on 7 hits and an error. Newmarket 4 runs on 6 hits and 3 errors. Quick throw over and just back in safely. Allen's got pretty quick feet. Oh and 1 to Jason Luke, the pinch hitter here for the Rebels. Runner going, the pitch is a ball, throw to second, and it's on line, and he is out at second base. Throwing him out at second is Graham Crawford. 2-6 on the throw out, and there are 2 outs. Caught stealing is Lancaster. 1-1, and the pitch to Luke gets a piece of him.
Shortstop, number 26, Cameron Dean.
So some changes defensively for the Express. Sousa moves to left. So Sousa's in for Toth. Sousa moves to left, goes to left. Ferry moves from left to right. And into the game for McKinley. As the pitch is grounded to second and fielded and thrown to first and in time. Play is made there by number 7. And the half inning is over. So the Rebels have a little noise in the top half but can't get anything across. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Strasburg up 9-4. We go to the bottom of the 6th.
Third baseman, number 28, Ryan Galaney.
Wholesale changes still taking place for both teams. We're trying to get that into point streaks because there's a lot of changes all over the place. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Strasburg up 9-4. Owen won the count. And that pitch is in the dirt to Ryan Galaney.
$31 tonight. I've got the ticket. We'll announce it right after this half inning.
One's in the dirt. Two and one the count, and the pitch outside. And the pitch misses, and a leadoff walk to Galaney.
Number 3, Brayton Brown.
And that brings up Brayton Brown. And the first pitch is a strike, throw down the first, and diving back in safely is Galaney. Buckley's still in the mound. Ground ball, hard hit to second. They're going to go to second for one, back to first. Easy double play. 4-6-3. And Brown is retired for the first time tonight as he grounds into the double play. 2 outs here in the 6th. Here comes number 7, Will Pertaira.
Now batting number 7, Will Pertaira.
He has not played for a while. He's been out with injury. He bats here in the 5 spot for Trip McKinley, who went 0 for 1. First pitch is popped up. He didn't waste any time getting a hack, and it's 0-1.
Please return those foul balls to the train station. Tomorrow night will be a funky Friday because all foul balls are free.
0-1 count to Will Pertaira. Here's the kick and the pitch. That's right there. It's 0-2. Pitching side, Newmarket at Cobb started, then Nicolosi, and now Buckley for Strasburg, Louder, and then Allen. Here's the 0-2. Way outside and to the backstop, 1-2. 52 viewers on Facebook and 30 viewers on YouTube. Thanks for joining in as we're in the bottom of the 6th. Strasburg up 9-4 against the Newmarket Rebels. 1-2 in the pitch. Breaking ball, and that's hit well into right field, but the right fielder is right there, and he makes the catch. Lancaster there, and Pertaira flies out to end the 6th. We're through 6 innings of play from Strasburg, and the Express have a 5-run lead. 9-4. We go to the 7th. Back after this. We go to the 7th. Jordan Crawford at the plate, taking his first at bat, and he takes a ball. It's 1-0. Crawford 10 for 22, 454 average, a home run, and 6 RBIs. 1-0, and that's a ball. 2-0. Keegan Allen, second inning of work on the mound for the Express. Looking in for his signs. He's behind in the count, 2-0. Swing and a foul back. Big healthy hack there by Crawford. Crawford in the 8th spot. That's in the dirt, 3-1 now. Scores around the league. Woodstock up 3-1 in the 6th. Harrisonburg and Stanton tied at 4 in the 6th. 3-1. Swing and a pop-up foul, 3-2. 3-2 hit down the first base line. Looked like a foul ball, and it was. Three balls and 2 strikes. 7th inning of play. Newmarket at 10-7. Strasburg 11-4. These teams will play again on Saturday. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Swinging a hard liner to short. Past the diving shortstop Pertaira into left field. Actually, that would be McCroskey at short. Past McCroskey into left for a base hit and the leadoff single for the Rebels. So that ball was hit hard, and here comes James Voldivia, the catcher. He is 0 for 1 with a sac bunt and a ground out to second. "18 pitches so far for Allen, 10 strikes and 8 balls. Pitch, swing and a miss. Blows the fastball right by him, 0-1. Both teams with 7 hits. What was that, Sanford and Son? 0-2 the count. Breaking ball outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Nicky says, let's go Keegan. Joanna cheering on the Express. Ball and 2 strikes. Fastball outside, 2-2. Keegan Allen, he pitched here back on the 19th against Winchester. He went an inning, did walk someone, but struck out 3. Him and Ammons out of the bullpen, Harper. Some of those guys throw crazy speeds. 2-2. Swing and a miss right on cue. He throws a fastball right by him. And there's 1 out here in the top of the 7th. So with 1 out in the 7th, here's Jacob Starling. He has struck out, singled, and grounded out. Double play would be nice here. And a hard breaking ball in there, 0-1. That is just outside. Keegan wanted that one, and it was a good pitch, 1-1. Dean. One, and that's a strike. Ball and 2 strikes. Here in the top half of the 7th frame from Strasburg, Virginia. 1-2. Swing and a high fly to right center. Pretty well struck. Right fielder back, though. He makes the catch. Sounds like he broke the bat as Ferry towards the right center gap gets under it for the 2nd out here in the 7th inning. Ball is not flying at all right now.
Nicholas Calero.
So a pinch hitter now. It's Nicholas Calero. Calero batting here for Kyle Jackson, the left fielder. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. Oh, and 2 the count. Nick Calero, the pinch hitter, facing the flamethrower Keegan Allen, and he throws a slider just outside 1 and 2. We've gotten our money's worth tonight. This has been a long game. We're over a couple hours in here and still only in the top of the 7th. 1-2. Swing and a miss. He throws a high fastball by him. And the half inning is over. Well, we go to the 7th inning stretch from Strasburg. Rebels have not scored since the 3rd. 9-4 Express. We'll take a break and return after this. Welcome back to Strasburg. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. J.J. Souza takes his first at-bat of the night and takes a strike from Antonio Buckley. It's 0-1. Souza slides into the spot of Eric Toth in the 6th spot, the 0-1. That's a called strike, same spot, 0-2. Oh and 2 the count. 3 straight curveballs, and that one misses. J.J. Souza on the year, 9 for 32 at 281 average, 3 home runs and 3 RBIs. 13 RBIs, pardon me. Here comes the pitch from Buckley to Souza, and that's up high, 2-2. Souza is a 5'11 lefty from St. John's River State College, and he's from Palm Coast, Florida. 2-2 the count. Kicking the pitch. That's outside, 3-2. So from 0-2 to 3-2 here. On deck is the DH Nate LaRue, who has reached a couple of times, a single and a walk. And in the dirt from 0-2 to 4-2 on the walk. So Souza draws the leadoff walk here in the 7th. And the walks have been a constant issue for the Rebels. And here comes Nate LaRue. LaRue facing the lefty, and he takes one for a ball. Good chance here for the Express to tackle in some more. 1-0 grounded foul towards the dugout and off the hand of the on-deck hitter Graham Crawford. And it's 1-1. And a throw over, and diving back in safely is Souza. So we've seen so many changes for both sides tonight, and they all hit us at once, but point streaks on our side at least is up. 1-1. Swinging a hard grounder through the hole. That's a base hit past the shortstop into left field, and the Express keep it rolling here. They've got first and second and nobody out in the 7th. A walk and a single, and here comes the catcher, Crawford.
And batting the catcher, number 5, Graham Crawford.
Crawford trying to do some damage here. He was the third out in the 2nd, 3rd, and the 4th. That's just hard to believe. It's just the way that worked out. He's battled tonight at the plate. He's seen a lot of pitches. Trying to put one in the air, possibly bunt, and he does. He shows bunt and takes a strike 0-1. Third baseman playing back. First baseman Crawford up. And the obvious spot to bunt this ball is to third base, not the pitcher. That's the last place you want to bunt it. And you don't want to pop it up either. 0-1. He's not showing, and he swings and fouls it back, and it's 0-2. Strasburg up 9-4 in the 7th, and they have runners on first and second and nobody out. Graham Crawford behind 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. Crawford, the first baseman, giving it a look, and that's going to go towards the Little League field. Still 0-2. Taking a look at tomorrow's Valley Baseball League schedule. Front Royal is at Percival at 7. Woodstock is here in Strasburg at 7. Waynesboro at Covington at 7. Stanton at Charlottesville at 7. And the Rebels will host the Winchester Royals at 7:30. The 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, 1-2. Count is 1-2 to Crawford. Cam Irvin is on deck. Temperature dropping a little bit here. 1-2 pitch. That hits him in the back, and Graham Crawford reaches on the hit by pitch, and the bases are juiced with nobody out for Cam Irvin.
Number 34, Cam Irvin.
So Souza moves to third, LaRue to second, and the hit by pitch, that probably didn't feel too good for Crawford, right in the looked like back area. So here's Cam Irvin. What a big signature hit this would be for him here. Bases loaded, nobody out. 9-4 in the 7th. That's outside 1-0. Want to know the count? Here's the pitch. That's down low. Changeup in the dirt, and Antonio Buckley's in some big trouble here in the 7th. Still nobody out in a 2-0 count. Normally I'd say don't swing here, but you're up 9-4 and it's a 2-0 count. If you get a good pitch, you drive it. 2-0. Outside 3-0. Now you take the pitch. Three and 0 the count to Cam Irvin. He's the 9-hole hitter. On deck is Mac McCroskey. Bases loaded. Nowhere to put him. And he gets one over the middle and takes it for a strike. 3-1. Charlottesville now up 2-1 in the 8th against Covington. Woodstock up 4-1 in the 6th against Winchester. That's a 7-inning game. 3-1, bases loaded. The pitch to Irvin. That is inside, ball 4, and a walk to bring in a run for the Express, and it's 10-4 here in the 7th. Coming home to score is Souza. Everyone moves up. LaRue to third, Crawford to second, Irvin with the walk and the RBI. And a meeting at the mound, and that'll be it for Buckley. So we can't complete his line altogether, but we can put that he threw 2 1/3, allowing 2 hits, walking 4 and striking out none. But we have to wait until the half inning is over to make any more changes. Strasburg up 10-4, bottom 7, nobody out, bases loaded. We'll take a quick break. Come back after this. Strasburg Express Baseball on Facebook, YouTube, and Stretch.
Newmarket, number 29, Bryson Bales from Louisiana.
You said the same thing I told ya. My eyes are clear, there's no secret. I wanna know, was it serious? I need it clear, my best friend. Isn't easy to show with the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know I told you, it's the best light I know. It's not a game that I am playing, my love. Trying to hold my feeling, I don't know what's right. I'll find the best way, I think that I might. I know you made it in the nick of time. I'm calling on you. I think we're made of something. I think we're made of something. I keep my time in a pocket. I wanna find a new keeper. I like the way it's mysterious. I think I found my own way. Is it easy to show with the weight of the world on my shoulders? I know I told you, it's the best light I know. It's not a...
Well, back to the 7th inning of play. New pitcher, it's Bryson Bales. The lefty takes the mound here in a bad spot. Bases loaded, nobody out. And McCroskey takes a ball. It is 1-0. So Bales on the mound here. He has thrown 3 2/3. I'm pretty sure that was all, or a lot of that was the other night here against Strasburg. A couple of strikeouts. Fastball right there. He has a 4.90 ERA. And Bales is from Louisiana Tech. 6'2 lefty. Bats. Switch hitter. From Round Rock, Texas. 1-1. That's down into the dirt. 2-1. Here in the inning, Souza hit for Toth. He was walked, then LaRue singled, then Crawford was hit by a pitch with 2 strikes, and then Irvin was walked and brought in an RBI on the run. 2-1 to McCroskey. Swing and a ground ball in the box. Trickles away, foul, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count. The lefty looks in, sidearmer's pitch, and that, did it get a piece? Guess it didn't. It nearly got a piece of the batter. And runner from third base, LaRue, was thinking about coming home. And here at First Bank Park, there's not a lot of backstop. That would have been close, but I think he would have been out. But he went back to third smartly. So the count's full again, 3-2. Not sure how McCroskey got it out of the way, but here we go, 3-2. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4, and another RBI on the walk, and it's 11-4 Express here in the 7th. Back-to-back walks bringing in runs for the Strasburg Express.
Ferry.
So LaRue comes home to score. Everyone moves up. Crawford to second, Crawford to third, Irvin to second, and McCroskey to first.
Right field.
And the RBI. Here's Chad Ferry, the right fielder. He has struck out, doubled, homered, and grounded out. He's not going to be afraid to swing here. If he gets one to take a hack at, that one's outside, 1-0. Ferry hit one pretty well out of the ballpark to right earlier. 1-0. That's up high, 2-0. Let's see. Cobb walked 3. Nicolosi walked 3. Buckley walked 4. Bales walked 1. That's not counting hit by pitches. 2-0. That's to the backstop, 3-0. Hit by pitches, let's see. There's 1. There might only be 1. So you add all those up. 12 free bases. And then you throw in 3 errors, too. 3-0. That's up high, and Strasburg is just walking around the bases at this point. Another walk, and it's going to bring home another run. It's 12-4 here in the 7th. Still nobody out. Bases loaded.
Brayton Brown. Correction. Third baseman, we hope. Number 28.
So Crawford scores, Irvin to third, McCroskey to second, Ferry with the walk and the RBI, and here's Galaney, and he takes one inside in the ground, 1-0. We haven't seen a strike in a while. There was a couple of strikes in the Ferry in the McCroskey at bat. 1-0 the count to Galaney. Bases still loaded and nobody out. And that's outside, 2-0. Newmarket just cannot even throw a strike at this point. They have played a very solid game, but this inning and a couple other innings have really bitten them tonight. Coming in winners of 7 in a row. 2-0. That's a strike right down the middle, 2-1. Galaney's been on 4 times, 3 walks and a single, and he lines that to short. They're going to go to second for 1, back to first, and it's a double play. Run's going to score, but no RBI, as coming home from third is Cam Irvin. Ferry erased on the double play along with Galaney. And that's exactly what the Rebels needed. There are 2 outs, and it's 13-4. So 2 outs now, runner on third. And Brayton Brown takes one for a ball. So that's the first time that Galaney's been retired. He's scored 3 times. Stolen a boatload of bases. Walked 3 times and a single. 1-0. That nearly hits Brown. It's way inside, 2-0. So that double play really saved everything here in this one. I mean, save time is what I'm trying to, yeah. 2-0 to Brown. That's outside, 3-0. On deck is Will Pertaira. He had his first at-bat in a long time earlier. Actually, yeah, last inning. 3-0. That's right down the middle. Brown, a 2-run homer, a single and RBI, a walk, and he hit into a 4-6-3 double play. 3-1 to Brayton Brown. Swing and a high fly to left. It is gone. A home run. Just over the wall in left field, over the leaping Jackson, and the ball game is getting even more out of range here. The Express tack on a couple more. A Brayton Brown 2-run bomb, his second 2-run bomb of the night, and it's 15-4 here in the 7th, and that double play was huge. So McCroskey comes home to score, along with Brown on the 2-run shot. That ball was lined and just over the wall. Leaping attempt and left. And now we've got discussion here with the head coach of the Rebels and the home plate umpire. And they're going to put a position player on the mound or something here? Okay, so it looks like they're going to go to a position player here. So 23 is going into right, and we've got the right fielder coming to the mound here. So a pitching change again. Newmarket going to go with a position player here in the 7th. We'll take a quick break and find out what's going on. We'll be back after this. Drawing, all the fans are gone. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. 15-4 the score, and the Newmarket Rebels are, can I say, going to the bullpen? They're going to the outfield. Pitching change. They're going to the right fielder, number 7, Jackson Lancaster. Lancaster takes the mound here. Again, he's from the University of Missouri-Columbia. He's a lefty, and he's much been throwing strikes. That's all you can ask for. Substitution out there in right field. Number 23 moves into right field, and that is Aaron Dutton. Dutton is from Strasburg State and Baltimore, Maryland. So back to live video here, no music as we get ready to begin, or finish I should say, the bottom of the 7th inning. Nikki, I appreciate the comment. Thank you very much. So, Pertaira batting here. He's the only one that has not hit in the inning. Facing Lancaster, here's the first pitch, and that misses down low, 1-0. Something makes me think Lancaster has pitched in college or something. He looks like he's got pretty good velocity. Nice wind up. Yeah, he's got a good arm being an outfielder. 1-0. That's a strike, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a ground ball chopped off the mound. Lancaster going to run all the way to the bag and finally throw to the first baseman Crawford. And the half inning comes to an end, but not before the Express hang 6 runs on the board in the bottom of the 7th, and their lead is up to 11. 15-4 the score as we go to the 8th. We'll take a quick break and return after this. Valley Baseball League action on Facebook, YouTube, and Stretch Internet.
Jack it up.
We go to the top of the 8th inning. Strasburg up 15-4.
Number 21, Tyler Robertson.
And a new pitcher on the mound for the Express. It is Gio Rivera. Rivera taking the mound here, 6'3" righty from Williamsburg, Virginia, and Walters State Community College. The righty takes the mound, and first pitch is swung and hit the short. Fielded by the shortstop, quick throw to first in time, and Gio Rivera comes in and gets one pitch and one out here in the top of the 8th inning as Robertson is the first out. Comes Jackson Lancaster, the current pitcher. He's struck out, hit a 2-run bomb, and singled tonight. Rivera on the season, 3 2/3, 7 strikeouts, and a 0.00 ERA. Rivera kicks and delivers. Fastball right down the middle, 0-1. Strasburg, 15 runs on 9 hits and an error. Newmarket, 4 runs on 7 hits and 3 errors. The 0-1. Breaking ball hit up the middle past Rivera. Laying out at second is Pertaira into center, and that'll be a base hit. So the pitcher, Lancaster, with a 1-out single here in the 8th off of Rivera. And that'll bring up James Bell, the DH. Check that. It's not James Bell.
Now batting number 23, Ron Dutton.
It's Ron Dutton. Dutton, the right fielder. So Bell's night done after a 1-for-3 performance. Dutton is 3 for 20 on the summer, a $150 average. No home runs and 1 RBI. Takes one down low, it's 1-0. Well, out of the Valley League tonight, Woodstock sweeps a doubleheader of Winchester, so they move into first temporarily in the north. 1-0. Swing and a foul ball. Purcellville leading Front Royal 4-2 in the 8th. Tom Sox on top of Covington 3-1 in the 9th. And the Turks leading Stanton 7-4 in the 7th. So no games have really been quick tonight around the league. Except Woodstock, and those are 7 innings. So. And Rivera going to step off the back of the rubber. One ball, one strike, one out. Comes the pitch to Dutton. Breaking ball right there, 1-2. Good pitch there from Rivera. Big league scores. Blue Jays leading Baltimore 9-0 in the 8th. Red Sox and Rays are tied at 0 in the 8th, and there's a no-hitter. Tampa Bay's being no-hit in a 0-0 game. 1-2 from Rivera. Down low, 2-2. Atlanta trailing Cincinnati 4-1 in the 8th. Nationals all over Miami 7-0 in the 7th. Yankees beat the Royals 8-1. Athletics beat the Rangers 5-1. Dodgers Cubs at 10-10 tonight out in LA. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rivera from the stretch looking in. Here's the pitch. Fastball fouled away. We're in the top of the 8th inning. We got underway tonight at 7:02. About 20 minutes away from hitting the 3-hour mark here in tonight's ball game. Two balls and 2 strikes again. Rivera throws a fastball right by him. Gio Rivera with a strikeout, and there are 2 outs here in the 8th. And here comes Jason Luke, the left-handed left fielder. Luke's only time up tonight, he was hit by a pitch. Rivera's pitch. Hit off the hands to third. Galaney, Fields, goes to second. And beating the slide at second. It goes down as a fielder's choice. 5-4, and the half inning is over. Newmarket running out of time here in this one. Strasburg up 15-4. We go to the bottom of the 8th. We'll take a real brief break. Come back with us.
J.J. Sousa.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning from Strasburg, 15-4 the score. And leading off, the same player that led off last inning, J.J. Sousa. Sousa was walked and came around to score. First pitch from Lancaster misses. It's 1-0. 1-0. Swing and a miss. So get you some final lines here of the Newmarket pitchers. So Buckley, 2 1/3, 2 hits, 4 runs, all 4 were earned, 4 walks and no strikeouts. 1-1. Slow breaking ball in there, 1-2. For Bales, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 earned, 2 walks, no strikeouts. Here's the 1-2 to Sousa. Fastball outside, 1-2. Check that, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. Breaking ball hit the first and past the first base coach, which is number 12, Donovan Burke from JMU. Still 2-2. 2-2 pitch, called strike 3 on the outside part, and there's 1 out here in the 8th. Sousa down looking.
Now batting number 18, Carson Coffey.
So Sousa down looking, and we've got a pinch hitter for LaRue. It is Carson Coffey. There have been so many changes tonight. Seems like everything's been a change. So Coffey steps in and takes one outside, 1-0. Carson Coffey, the pinch hitter from Pittsburgh State University, Bentonville, Arkansas, 6'2", righty, 215. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Big hack there. Coffey, 5 hits on the season, no home runs, does have an RBI. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Swing and a miss. I think they should have gone to Lancaster earlier. He's throwing pretty hard, and he's throwing strikes, too. The lefty Lancaster looks in. Here's the pitch. Fastball down low. He's a lefty, and he puts his arms over his head before he comes to the plate. Picking up the rosin bag a little bit. Sets up on the right side of the rubber. 2-2. Breaking ball outside, 3-2. On deck is scheduled to be Graham Crawford, the catcher. As the line continues to move. It's moved many times tonight. Sometimes a whole inning at a time. 2-2, so check that, 3-2, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts here in the 8th. Sousa goes down on strikes, and Coffey as well. And the pinch hitter again.
The batter number 11, Ty Hooks.
So Ty Hooks will pinch hit for Graham Crawford. And he swings and misses, 0-1. Hooks is from Winthrop, 5'11" righty from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Jackson Lancaster, the right fielder, now pitcher, is dominating here in the inning. That one just misses, 1-1. Hooks has 3 hits on the summer, no home runs, 3 RBIs. One. That's inside. Not sure how it didn't hit him. 2-1. 2-1 to tie Hooks, the pinch hitter. Swinging a high fly to right center. The ball is just dying tonight. That is called in right field by Lancaster. And the half inning is over. Hooks sent it for a ride, but just didn't have enough legs to get under it and get it out of the ballpark. And the Express go down 1-2-3 in the 8th. Well, we go to the 9th. Strasburg up 15-4, trying to finish it off. And we have another pitching change for the Express. Back after this. And we go to the 9th inning. Strasburg leading 15-4.
Rebels, number 26, Cameron Dean.
Gio Rivera done after an inning. He goes one, allowing one hit and a couple of strikeouts. So another new pitcher. It's Crawford Wade for the Express taking over. The lefty takes over here in the 9th. He's a 6'4 lefty from Wake Forest in Charlotte, North Carolina. And obviously no save situation here. First pitch to Cameron Dean is a ball, 1-0. Dean 0 for 3. He has grounded into a double play, struck out, and grounded to second. 1-0. Swing and a foul back, 1-1. Lancaster very solid out of the bullpen tonight for the Rebels, or out of the outfield, I should say. 1-1, and that is hit in the right center field. Right fielder coming in. The ball is just like absolutely dying off the bat right now. And that is out number 1. Looked like it was going for the gap. So the Rebels are down to their final 2 chances here in the 9th.
31, Jordan Crawford.
Here's Jordan Crawford. He came in to pinch hit earlier, and he got a base hit. Came in for Juan Carlos Navarro. And the lefty takes a curveball for a strike, 0-1. Crawford Wade on the season, 6 2/3, 7 strikeouts, and a 4.05 ERA. And check swing. Did he go? Appeal? He went. That's why you always do it. 2 strikes. 1 out in the 9th. Strasburg up 15-4. And Wade's going to step off. The 0-2. Breaking ball. Ooh, just low. He thought he had it. Umpire says differently. 1-2. So Crawford now 11 for 23 on the summer for the Rebels. Here's the curveball again. This time he went around, and that's strikeout number 1 for Crawford Wade. And there are 2 outs in the ninth, and the Rebels are down to their final hope.
Number 25, James Valdivia.
Here's James Valdivia, or Valdivia. We had it right all night until the ninth. When the 3-hour mark gets close to turning in, that's when things get rough. First pitch misses inside from Crawford Wade. It is 1-0. Again, appreciate everybody joining us here in tonight's ball game. It's been a high-scoring affair, and the 1-0 and swing and a nubber off the end of the bat. What a weird way to end the ball game. The first baseman fields it, tags the bag, and the ball game is over. The Strasburg Express win it by a final score of 15-4, ending the Newmarket Rebels' 7-game winning streak. 15-4 the final score, and the Express are 12-4, and that all just rhymed pretty well. The Rebels fall to 10-8. 7-game winning streak comes to an end. The winning pitcher tonight for the Strasburg Express, Rhett Lauder. He goes 5 innings. No save, and the loss goes to Joe Cobb for the Newmarket Rebels. Brayton Brown had a couple of home runs tonight for the Express. Chad Ferry also had a home run. There were a lot of hits all over the board, 9 hits total for the Express. And going down the line, Ferry had 2, Galaney 1, Brown 3, and Irvin 1. For the Rebels, Starling had a home run. Lancaster 3 for 4. He also came in the pitch. He had a couple of RBIs. And Crawford had a hit as well. Of the guys that were replaced, Jackson, Bell, and Navarro all had hits. But the pitching just didn't hold up tonight for the Newmarket Rebels as the Express win their 12th ball game. And they are now 12-4. Again, tomorrow night, the Express will be back here against the Woodstock River Bandits. Both teams are on fire in the North Division, 1 and 2, while the Rebels will be at home, and they'll look to get back in the win column tomorrow night. Again, thank you for joining us here on tonight's Facebook and YouTube broadcast, along with the Stretch Audio. Strasburg wins it by a final score of 15-4. Again, my name's Kyle Gutshaw. It's been a pleasure being with you all night long. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast, and you'll join us again tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock from here in Strasburg. Strasburg wins it 15-4. This is Kyle Gutshaw signing off for the 2021 Strasburg Express and the Valley Baseball League.